Welcome back, folks. Spider Dan here with slingmods.com, and today we have our LED headlight conversion kit for the Can-Am Spyder RT. One of the most highly requested mods we have for the Can-Am Spyder RT is an LED headlight conversion kit. So we've tested several on the market, and we're just not happy with what we found. Some claim to be plug and play, but you actually have to drill and cut just to get the lights to fit. Others are designed for the Spyder RT, but you actually can't get them in the plastic headlight door, which can lead to condensation and fogging inside the lens. So after over a year of fine-tuning and testing, we have these. Our LED headlight conversion kit for the Spyder RT is truly plug and play. It fits behind the plastic headlight door for a watertight seal, has 360 degrees of light output so that you don't have dark spots. They are canbus approved, projects with a beautiful, pure, bright white light in comparison to the ugly yellow halogens. Now let's hand this over to Brandon to walk you through the installation process.
Let's start by removing our left-hand side view mirror and disconnecting this plug. Now I made that look really easy because we have our magnetic mirror mounts already installed, but if you're still running the stock mirror mounts, you'll need to slightly push forward and up until the bottom clip comes out, then hit the mirror up with an open hand until it pops off the other two clips. And then just disconnect the plug. Now take a T30 Torx and remove the below mirror wind deflector. Then open your frunk and pop out this push pin so that you can remove this panel and these 3 bolts. Then carefully pull this lower panel off, followed by the upper panel. Now grab your T30 Torx and remove these 3 screws. Next, you can pop off the other side view mirror, disconnect the plug, unscrew and remove the wind deflector, pop off this push pin to remove this access panel, and then remove these 4 screws. So that you can pop off this upper side panel and remove the other 3 screws holding this front headlight panel on. Next, you can remove the headlight by unscrewing these 4 screws. And this large brass nut. Now once you get the headlight partially off, you can unplug these 2 connectors and then slide the headlight all the way out. Now unclip this cover so that you can unplug the bulb and turn it counterclockwise a bit until it comes straight out. Next, you can put the new LED in, turn it clockwise to snap it in place, plug it into the housing, double check the LED plug, and make sure you line up the positive and negative side of the plug before you connect them. And reattach the cover. Now you can plug those 2 connectors back in. Slide the headlight back into place. And before you tighten it all the way down, Do yourself a favor and start the bike so you can test the LED to make sure it's functioning correctly. And if it turns on, you can finish tightening down the headlight the rest of the way. And run that adjustment cable back to its hole and tighten that brass nut back on. Then simply repeat that same process for the other side. Remove the 4 headlight screws and the brass adjustment cable nut so that you can pop off the headlight and unplug the 2 connectors so that the headlight housing slides right off. Then pop off the cover, unplug the bulb, and turn it counterclockwise to take it out, and replace it with the new LED bulb. Turn it clockwise to lock it in position, and make sure you plug it in so that the positive and negative wires are lined up with each other. Then pop the cover back on. Plug the 2 connectors back in. Slide it into position. And before you tighten it all the way down, start the bike to make sure it turns on. Then finally, you can tighten the headlight all the way down. Run that adjustment cable back to its hole and tighten down the brass nut. Put the front headlight panel back into position and tighten it down with the same 6 screws. Put the upper side panel back on and tighten it down into position. Followed by the lower side panel, wind deflector, and side view mirror. And again, repeat that same process for the other side. Put the upper side panel back on and tighten it down into position. Followed by the lower side panel, wind deflector, and side view mirror. And then finally, you can reinstall the 2 service panels above your frunk.
Now I'm sure I know what some of you are thinking. What about an LED conversion kit for the fog light? Well, we do have those as well, and you can find a link for that video in the description below. So swapping out your yellow halogen bulbs for bright white LEDs is on your Spyder RT wish list. Head on over to slingmods.com today and pick up a set for yourself. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe below so you can stay up to date with everything Spyder. I'm Spyder Dan. Until next time.